Interrupt Brother Levi's video, so I'm going to go live real quick and try to finish up before he gets started. Also, I put it on me to come out here and share a couple of things I saw from a video. Might come back again later on, but most I put it on me to share this. So like I said, I want to do this kind of quick before my brother Levi goes out there and does his video, so you guys can go and enjoy his information and the beautiful things that he's bringing out. So let me play a little bit of Indigo, Father Indigo, before we get started.
your face. Our DNA can't create a race. White Jesus, we replace. With V can't eat a steak. With my people, hey. This ain't planning, hey. Must go down, Aboriginal, Swedish royalty, Celestia. Big God, big God, big
All praises. Thank the Most High for another beautiful day and an opportunity to get more knowledge and understanding about what we are seeing. I saw this video this morning on Star Trends, and the sister was breaking down many things that we've already been saying, but she did it in a beautiful way. So I'm going to play a little bit of it and show you guys the video. But we have to understand that, like, these other nations, like it's the knowledge is out here about, you know, us trying to give us that 12 tribes chart to fit all these different people in who don't want or are not part of this awakening. Now, the thing is that it's not all. Is that I'm just going to test the spirit. But, you know, if you're supposedly a Native American, you Latinos are supposedly the native people, the Aztecs and the Mayans, right? And these Europeans came over here and destroyed your people, destroyed your lands, took them for themselves, done all these horrible things to you. But there's no rage. There's no nothing. There's, well, I guess we're all going to get together and just be thankful. Thankful for what exactly? What are you thankful for? Are you thankful for the white man raping your woman? Are you thankful for your priest raping your children? Are you, I don't know, thankful for the Europeans that raped your men? Are you thankful for the Europeans that came over and stole your history and gave you a fake one? Are you thankful for them giving you a brand new identity that has nothing to do with your supposedly great history? What exactly are you thankful for? Oh, you got a house? You had a house before they got here. Oh, you got a car? Okay, well, you had transportation before the Europeans got here. Oh, you have family? Well, you had family before, you know, the Europeans got here. So what exactly, besides the things that you seem to think that you already had before the Europeans got here, you already had, what exactly are you thankful for? You see, this is why, you know, people they don't want to know their history. They don't want to have those discussions. See, my sister brought out many things that we have already brought out about, you know, like at the beginning of the Star Trends video I'm going to show you, it's a black dude is pretty much saying like, you know, you guys were dumb enough to vote for Trump. So if I see anybody who just looks like they could be illegal, I'm calling ICE and this and that. And then she uses this Latina lady like, you shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be, you know, like that. We didn't all vote for Trump and this and that. But see, the thing is this is how you test your spirit. How do you feel about the so-called Negroes? Do you just watch what's been happening to us and just turn a blind eye? Do you watch all the horrible things that have been happening to our people and just ignore it? See, this is not just Latinos, this is all vassals. See, the Most High already knows that Cesare Borgia looking people, you know, you Europeans, you guys are already done. See, the Most High, you guys already knew from jump that you were making laws that go against the Most High's chosen people. It's you people now in the middle. It's you vassals that the Most High is also bringing into the light. So you guys have, you know, I watched another video yesterday with the Latino Mexican dude on TikTok. And he always talks about, you know, well, it's funny how he talks about how he's not Mexican, but he's indigenous. He wants to go deep into the Latino or the Mexicans and the original Mexicans and how they were the original people. They're not taking the colonizers' information about who the Mexicans are. But he's quick to say, well, you black people. So you have a deeper history, but we're all just black people, or we're just all African. You see, you want to talk about how you have this great heritage, but then when it comes to us, we're just black people. See, we can easily see through the BS. But he had a little short, I can't find it. I thought I saved it, but I didn't. And pretty much he was talking to one of his friends, and he's like, do you think that Destiny's Child, do you think Beyonce was the best looking woman in Destiny's Child? And he says, well, you know, they're all beautiful, but Kelly Rowland's really nice if you can get past her black skin. And he's like, well, you know, he thinks he's coming up with something profound. See, he goes, that's how we've internalized whiteness. You know, we've internalized whiteness, and you don't even realize how racist that is. Yeah, we know how racist that is. We know exactly how racist that is, because that's what a lot of you guys think. If they look white, you don't ever say stuff like, oh, well, if you can get past her being a white girl, then, you know, she can be pretty. No, it only goes with the so-called black people. And that goes with all these other vassals. See, you've internalized, he's like, well, it's just crazy that we just think like that. No, it's not. I said, that's part of being a vassal. The whole point of being a vassal is you can be racist towards us, but you don't hold those same standards to so-called white people. You can talk all this mess about us, but you don't hold white people to the same standards. And see, and not only do are you told to be racist against us and ignore the things that have happened to us, you're forced to go and practice Thanksgiving in order to give thanks to Cesare Borgia so that you did not have to go through the same things that we went through. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the whole point. You guys are thinking like it's okay to be racist against black people because the white man told us so. And that's exactly how it is. But see, those days are over with. And what the sister says is so true. You know, you vassals might have to work 4 times as hard to get to a certain position. But us so-called black people have to work 10 times as hard to get to the same position that you guys get to. So it's not the fact that you don't have to work any harder. I hear this when I talk to Latinos, I talk to Africans, we work really hard to get where we're going to, or get where we're at. Yeah, I'm sure you have had to work a little bit harder than the white man, but you still haven't had to work as hard as us. Because that's the way it was set up to be. And for you to only have to work 4 times as hard to get to a certain spot here in this society, you have to pledge your allegiance to the white man. That's why when you ask many of these groups if they could switch their what they are, you know what I'm saying, if they can switch their identity, the vast majority of them would say, oh yeah, I don't want to be white. If I was Asian, I want to be white. If I was Latino, I want to be white. You know, if I'm East Indian, I want to be white. But so-called black people are like, oh hell no, we're good. We'll stay with the struggle. We love being black. We love being who we are. You see what I'm saying? But that's what is going on right now. You know, and now this sister, I'm going to play her video. I want y'all to see this. Y'all still getting privilege, and this is what you're really going to celebrate today. You're celebrating your love for the Europeans. You're celebrating the fact that the Europeans you didn't have to go through the slavery that us Negroes did. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on right now. And we are going to stay in America because America is our land. And it's a beautiful thing because we do get to complain about what you did and how you're going to have to pay for it. And see, that's the whole thing with you guys, with these trolls. We're not going anywhere. You guys are the ones that are going somewhere. If you haven't already noticed, the Most High's already removing you off the lands. He's already removing you. You still talking like it's 1950. You still talking like, you guys got you guys are still in charge and nobody's even listening to you. The 99% that mean nothing, those are the only people that are listening to you. No one else, no one of substance, no one that actually reads and studies and have the Holy Spirit is listening to you. And if we're nothing and you guys are everything, then why is your society falling apart? Why is your society falling apart? This is the society that you made, and all your churches are talking about, all they're talking about is you getting raptured away. You see what I'm saying? Why exactly? Hold on. Okay. Why is your society falling apart? That's my whole thing. Instead of coming here and running your mouth about us, and what we're talking about here, why don't you go and make some videos explaining how great your society is now, how things are going just swimmingly for you now. You see? And Sister Lisa had that video yesterday talking about how the Latinos said that we are going to get deported too. I was like, you guys, really? I said, see, this is not only are you guys getting deported, but all of the vassals are going to be getting deported, as well as the Europeans. This is what happens when you put your faith in a group that got here in 1492. This is why you're going to be getting deported, because Most High is going to show who his real people are that these lands belong to. You see? Now I'm going to find a sister's video and I'm going to play it. It's about 4 or 5 minutes long. But like I said, it's a really good video. It's on the Star Trends. I'll let you guys see the top of it here.
And we know how you feel about black women.
But it's kind of like, now they're like, oh, you guys, we need to come together, black and brown people. I'm like, no. It has nothing to do with us coming together as black and brown people. It has to do with people who are following the Most High and the people that are not. This is what happens when you made a covenant with the Catholic Church. Y'all don't come over here. When we make videos about the Catholic Church, I don't see any Latinos coming over here defending what they're seeing. I don't see any Catholics, because there's plenty of, other nations, black Catholics, white Catholics, Filipino Catholics, and, Portuguese, whatever you got. I don't see any of you guys coming over here and giving any understanding about your Catholic Church and the BS that they're doing. So if you can't even talk about your church and what they're doing, then you have nothing to say about what we're talking about over here. You see what I'm saying? So let's check this out right now.
Have a listen to this. But he has a hyper focus on certain people for a reason. And that reason really is because, in my belief, white people never cared about anybody else but black people. White people in America see things.
People got to understand that we Europeans only have cared about black people. They have only cared about so-called black people. And that's what she's going to talk about right now. Because it's always about Jacob and Esau. That's it. Anybody, all the other people in the middle are, at this point, don't matter. They have been used as pretty much gatekeepers to keep us away from knowledge and understanding. So that's what you guys don't understand. You've just made it. You were supposed to cleave to the Israelites, but you decided to cleave to the Europeans. That's what you guys have done. Okay? So let's continue. And that's what a lot of you people in the middle don't understand. You think that, you come over here and you hate on us. You hate so-called black people for no reason. But then you think there's not going to be any consequences for that. There are going to be consequences for your hate towards our people. White Jesus, Cesare Borgia, cannot stop what is coming on this earth. They cannot stop what is coming on this earth. Their blessing is already over with. Let's continue.
Black and white. This country has always been black and white to them. And all the rest of y'all in between, that's how they felt about y'all. I know y'all fought so hard to not be in the shadows of black people. Don't treat me like them. I'm not one of them. I'm not black. I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. Don't do that like that. I'm not a minority. I want to be the model minority. Whatever it was. That's fine. That's cool because everybody deserves their own identity and I respect that. We understand that. Nonetheless.
See, that's very important what she said. I'm going to rewind that because I want to read it. I want you to hear that part again.
People, I'm white to them. And all the rest of y'all in between, that's how they felt about y'all. I know y'all fought so hard to not be in the shadows of black people. Don't treat me like them. I'm not one of them. I'm not black. I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. Don't do that like that. I'm not a minority. I want to be the model minority. Whatever it was. That's fine. That's cool because everybody deserves their own identity and I respect that. We understand that. Nonetheless.
Now it was the whole thing with the whole vassal system. I'm not like them. I'm not Negro. I'm not black. You can't treat me like that because I have rights. A little bit, but that was the whole separation. That goes all the way back to 1502. See, this is what your guys' problem is. You other nations don't understand. This goes back to 1502 when the Catholic Church decided that we Negroes, so-called black people, were 3/5 of a man, and that you Native Americans were vassals of the church. 1502 was when they said that chattel slavery, we were slaves, and if you were your mother was a slave, you're a slave. This is why you celebrate Thanksgiving, because the church and the Spaniards said that you Indians are not Negroes, so therefore you have some rights, and you're not going to be treated like us black people. This is why you hate us so much, because you have to have that hate towards us in order to be a vassal to them. Exactly. They think they're even coming from Europe. I'm like, bruh, all this. You think that you idolize or you idolize Spanish. That's nothing to do with these lands here. 1492 is when Spanish got here. So you think that somehow you are an original of these lands because you speak Spanish. Let's continue. I'm play it again because, like I said, this is that history that they haven't taught you people. That the only reason that you think that you're better than us and you don't want to be treated like us is because of the laws passed in 1502. That's it. You are a vassal to a fallen people. You are a vassal to a base people. You are a vassal to a group that the Most High brought over here to chastise us for a time. That's it.
The black people. White people in America see things as black and white. This country has always been black and white to them. And all the rest of y'all in between, that's how they felt about y'all. I know y'all fought so hard to not be in the shadows of black people. Don't treat me like them. I'm not one of them. I'm not black. I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. Don't do that like that. I'm not a minority. I want to be the model minority. Whatever it was. That's fine. That's cool because everybody deserves their own identity and I respect that. We understand.
Checks out the being a model minority. That's a vassal. A vassal is a modern, a model minority. That is what you guys have been. Oh, I work hard. I hear that I've heard that all my life. I grew up around Latinos and we work really hard. We work hard too. We built everything and we got shit for it. And you ain't getting barely anything but just a tad bit more shit, but you're still getting shit for it. But you guys want to be the quiet ones, the ones that don't say nothing, the ones that go along. Oh man, the white man, he acknowledged me. Oh my gosh, man. That's the model minority that they want. Ones that just take their shit and don't say nothing to them. That's what a model minority is, and that is what a vassal is. Black people want to be model minorities so they can get the bag here. That's a model minority. LeBron James, model minority. Hey man, shut up and dribble. Hey, and when there's something that happens to your people, just shut the hell up and don't say shit. You getting money, don't say nothing. That's a model minority. Vassal. Your model minority lets you go up a little bit over us, and that's it. But let's continue.
Nonetheless, white people never care. In my prediction, white people want to get this country back to its original form. To make America great again, right? And the original
And when she said, you guys don't get it. The white people don't care about you. It's always been about us. Who do you think is destroying their way of life right now? Is it you, who's not saying a damn word about anything? Is it you Vassals who don't say anything about your church? Is it you, that, you know, are there police officers, they're guard dogs, they're, you know, people in these high positions, they're apostles in their Christian churches that are Latino, and, you know, I said, are you the ones that are destroying this system? Hell no. That would be us so-called Negroes that have been awakened by the Most High. Now, definitely there's going to be other Israelites and other groups, right? There are going to be other and that are going to be waking up as well. But the vast majority of the people that you see in these positions of authority and this awakening look like me. Why is that? Because your words mean nothing. Your words about, you know, who's this, who's that, who, it's about who has the spirit and who's bringing out this truth and who is destroying this whole matrix that you've brought out. So I don't care what you say you are. Your fruits are going to follow you around, like it says. You are supposed to be cleaving to us. And I have no problem, you know, if you cleave to the Most High's chosen people and you support them and you support our power. That is what you've supposed to have been doing. See how you blindly follow Cesare Borgia? You blindly follow your priests? See, we don't ask you to follow us blindly. We ask you to test what we're bringing out. We ask you all the time, hey, check what I'm bringing out. Do your own research. Does your pastor do that? Does your priest do that? Hell no. Because they know that their information can't stand up to any scrutiny whatsoever. Let's continue.
It was black people, Native Americans, white people. That was it. None of y'all were here. None of this country back to its original form. To make America great again, right? And the original form was it was black people, Native Americans, white people. That was it. None of y'all were here.
Now we know that the Native Americans, it wasn't blacks, whites, and Native Americans. We were the original people that were here. So it was Israelites and everybody else. Israelites and everybody else. But that's okay. That's, just make sure we just cleared that up.
None of y'all on the plantation with us. White people see minorities as
nobody's on the plantation with us.
People, Native Americans, white people. That was it. None of y'all were here. None of y'all on the plantation with us. White people see minorities as support for black people. Black people now know better. You all were able to come over here into this country
again.
With us. White people see minorities as support for black people. Black people now know better. You all were able to come over here into this country and live a life of semi-luxury in comparison to us. You all were able to get benefits.
Vassals, you were able to come over here and to live in semi-luxury compared to us. That is why you look down on us, even till this day. But you shouldn't. But you shouldn't. And they said this goes for all Vassals. You see, there are certain black people who did not want to be on the plantation with us. So therefore, they were the house niggas. We already know that. And they're still here today.
And privileges off of the backs because of us.
Let's go again. I'm gonna hear that part again.
You comparison to us. You form was it was black people, Native Americans, white people. That was it. None of y'all were here. None of y'all on the plantation with us. White people see minorities as support for black people. Black people now know better. You all were able to come over here into this country and live a life of semi-luxury in comparison to us. You all were able to get benefits and privileges off of the backs because of us. White people gave you adjacency. They gave you the model minority. They gave you a little bit more acceptance. They gave you better treatment, not because they liked you, not because they respected you, not because they seen you as equal, but it was to spite black people. You came in here.
Get that through your guys' minds. Most High said he's gonna put these other nations above us in order for us to become jealous. See, this is all scripture. You guys thinking that these Europeans let you guys have some higher status. It only did it to spite us, to piss us off. White people are already up here. Black people have been all the way at the bottom. So they just, hey, you know what? We're going to bring up some of you minorities just a little bit up here, just to spite these niggas over here. So they can see that everybody is better than them. Not just white people are better, but also every other group that we have set up is better than you. Did they not say that the Most High was going to use these nations, right, to pretty much make us jealous? See, you guys who hate us so much and think that we're so stupid, prove it wrong. Prove it wrong. Show us how what I'm bringing out right now is wrong. Besides acting like an idiot and coming here and just making stupid comments, prove it wrong. This is prophecy. This is why you're not allowed to read your Bible. This is why your priests were never allowed to read the Bible when they went to go to their colleges. The Bible was off limits to the priests. If you can't put that scripture in the chat about how the Most High says he's going to use these base nations to make us jealous, please put that in the chat so that people that are here can find it for themselves. Let's continue. The sister says is spot on. See what I'm saying? She's spot on. Rewind it a little bit.
On a higher substance, they gave you better treatment, not because they liked you, not because they respected you, not because they seen you as us. White people gave you adjacency. They gave you the model minority. They gave you a little bit more acceptance. They gave you better treatment, not because they liked you, not because they respected you, not because they seen you as equal, but it was to spite black people. You came in here on a higher, having a higher stance in the poll or hierarchy poll because of black people. One, black people fought for the right for you to even get over here and benefit from things. That's one, and one of the main important situations. And like I said, because two, white people wanted to spite black people. This is a fight between white America and black America. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. So when black people are laughing, in the sense, we're laughing.
Exactly my point. The Bible tells you so. This is a battle between good and evil. This is a battle between what you would call so-called white people and black people. And the rest of you are just stuck in the middle, trying to pick a team. That is it. That is it. Maybe you'll get that eventually. Well, you're gonna get it eventually. When the Most High cracks those skies open and it says, all of the tribes of the earth are mourning. All of the tribes of the earth in Matthew, look it up. You guys put that in the chat, where it talks about how all of the tribes of the earth are mourning when the Most High cracks those skies open. Why is that? Why would all the tribes, if the 99% of you guys are going with this system and you're following white Jesus, you're following Christianity, you're following Catholicism, why then, when the Most High says, when he busts the skies open and everybody looks up and all of the tribes of the earth are mourning? Because this world is upside down. Thank you, Sekou Gilchrist. Appreciate that. Matthew 24 and 30. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on right here. You guys are so lost and you're going to go to Thanksgiving. And the only thing you're being thankful for is that the white man elevated you a little bit above the so-called black man. That is all that you are thankful for. And all the things that you're going to say that I'm thankful for, I got my car, I got my house, I got this. The white man gave you that to hate us black people. Oh, I worked hard. Shit, I work hard too. My ancestors worked hard for free. And they had all of these laws set up against them, not you. Just like the sister said, we've been fighting for benefits that you all got. So you should be thanking us for fighting for benefits that you got. But no, you're going to still hate us. Let's continue. Like I said, sister breaking it down beautifully.
Because there's no gotcha moment over here with us. See, a group of people that knew that they would be in danger if these people won, there's no gotcha moment. We knew this. The laughter comes from you all that did. The laughter, unfortunately, behind some of us comes because you all are experiencing a gotcha moment. The gotcha moment for you all is you all believing that if you chose them, that you would be in favor. You all believing that you were going to escape or rise above or soar above the trauma that everybody like us, black people, were going to receive. The gotcha moment was that you saw it, or that you let them convince you constantly that if you aligned yourself with them, that you would be safe. And the fact is that they convinced you that having privilege over rights was better. That's what you voted for. You voted for privilege over rights.
She's talking about all these Latinos that voted for Trump. And now all of a sudden he's talking about deporting all these people. And now people are like, what the hell? But I'm with you. I voted for my guy. I voted for... This is exactly what the Most High... There's a spiritual understanding to what is going on here. That spirit is, you voted for the Spaniards. You voted for the Europeans. So you thought that you were going to be equal to them. You thought that, hey man, I turned my back on these niggers. These niggers over here, they're horrible. They don't work hard. They're just a bunch of criminals. You know, they don't want to go to school. I'm not with them. I'm with you. And it's worked hard while we were asleep. It's worked hard while we were going through our cursing and our punishment. But now that we are awake, now that job or that, that agreement you made with them is now being exposed, that they never cared about you. They never have cared about you. They only did that to piss us off. They only elevated you other nations to piss the Israelites off. You don't realize that what you did when they elevated you was they pissed us off enough that we had no other choice but to turn to the Most High. That's the gotcha moment that you are really seeing. We're like, oh man, we thought black and brown, we can come together. Oh, I thought you Asians, man, you guys have had it rough. I thought we could come together. Oh, I thought you East Indians, I thought you guys had it rough. We can come together. No. Oh, I thought all those, you Africans, I thought you guys got it rough too. I thought we could work together. Oh, you hate us too. Oh, shit. There's nobody here. Oh, our own people turning against us and going with these other groups. Oh, well, who do I have to go? Who do I have to go to? Oh, the Latinos, man, they're a huge group of people, man. They getting oppressed. They'll want to be down with us. No. So I got nobody that wants to be down with me. And then the Holy Spirit said, they're not with you because you are my people. You had to go through this in order to be awakened, to go through your punishment for what you did before, but for prophecy to be fulfilled. That is why we were left at the bottom the whole time, and you were raised up. You other nations were raised up. It wasn't because the white man loves you. It wasn't because of that. Don't get it twisted. He's letting you know you ain't shit to him. Most High's, he's now letting these white people that you thought, because they would lie to you and tell you, oh, man, yeah, man, come on in. You're part of the group. You're part of the group, man. Yeah, as long as you don't like those black people, hey, man, you know, you're cool with us. Now you're realizing they don't care about us. No, they don't care about you. But you're still going to go to Thanksgiving today and tell him, thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. For what? For what? Talking loud and saying nothing. Exactly. Let me continue with the sister here.
Now, that you would be safe. And the fact is that they convinced you that having privilege over rights was better. That's what you voted for. You voted for privilege over rights. And now they're here taking your rights away. So you don't receive any privilege. You see how that was? Black people have been telling you to follow us for the longest. We've been carrying everything on our shoulders and leading you for the longest. All you had to do was side with us. And you continue to live the level of comfort that you've been living out here in America. Off the backs of us. Out of the spite for us. That they can't stand us. White people have always hyper-focused on black people. He ain't got no beef for Jamaica. He ain't got no beef for Trinidad and Tobago. He ain't got no beef for Grenada, Bahamas, Barbados, Turks and Caicos, Cayman Islands. He don't give a fuck about them. Even though he talks a little shit about Haiti, he don't give them either. He don't give a Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone. He don't none of them. He's not focused on them. My prediction again, white people would want more black people here because they want to benefit off of our labor. They want to benefit off of our culture. They want to benefit off of us and just completely harass and harm us. They don't care. So they need you out of the way. Remember when Trump said that immigrants was taking black jobs? You think that he wants to remove us? No, he wants to remove you all who are receiving a level of privilege above black people. Black people still not only had to fight our way to get into places because of white people, we had to fight to get in our places because y'all were getting some level of favor over us, even though you were here and reaping the benefits off of us. So now, not only do they not have to go in competition with the model minority Asian, not only do they have to not go in competition with the Latino, not only do they not have to go into competition with the Middle Eastern, they only have to go into competition with us black people. And if they are majority in the power, you already know what they're going to do. They're going to overpower us. And now those jobs that were black jobs can go right back to us. We can go back to having the low-paying jobs. They can kick us out of the executive positions and the high positions that we had to work 10 times as harder to get. You only had to work 4 times as harder to get. And they'll be back in alignment.
And that's it. You other nations, you vassals. Yeah, you had to work harder than the white man to get these positions. Like she said, 4 times as hard, right? We've had to work 10 times as hard. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is that in my Negroes book that I was reading, I'm going to go back into it and show you guys. It was talking about Ish and us. We were complaining, claiming our birthright, that we're the real Israelites, we're the real Jews. But they're like, well, the big difference is between Ish and us is that the family unit. We had our family units destroyed, but Ish already had family here who was already established. So when they were coming over on boats, they already had an uncle that had this company. They already had an uncle that had this company. They had uncles that had banks. They had opportunity so that within one generation, they came off the boat and they were already high society within one generation. So no one said they didn't work, but the foundation was already there for them. And that happens also with a lot of minorities. You guys can come and you got cousins here, you got uncles here. You got a place where you can get 10, 15 people living in one place together so they can bank their money. That's how these East Indians do it. That's how these Asians do it. But they didn't give us that opportunity because they made it hella hard for us to even get a place and be able to keep it. They destroyed our family unit by putting our men, shooting our men down, killing our men, and we're putting them in jail and leaving the woman by herself. And then leaving our children to be raised in a house without a man. You see, these are the things that you guys want to you want to look over that so that because you're told to. They had a preset foundation. Everybody has, except for us. That 400 to 500 plus years of slavery destroyed our family unit. You're sitting my wife here. You're sitting the husband here. You're sitting my child here. You're sitting my child. That shit, that DNA follows us. That, trauma follows us. But that's okay because that trauma is about to follow you. Go read Joel 3 and 6 and on. What you did to us is going to follow you. So keep on acting like, well, Kelly Rowland's, she's pretty if you can get past her black skin. Oh, but you see, like, you want to play dumb, like, oh, see, like, whiteness is, it's just been ingrained. Yeah, but why don't you fix that shit? It doesn't matter if it's been ingrained. You act like, well, it's been ingrained. There's nothing we can do about it. Just like you do when you find out a priest is having sex with a boy. Well, it's, hey, man, they're human. They make mistakes. But you guys do. But I'm gonna go to church. I'll be at church tomorrow. I'll be asking the priest to bless me and to forgive me, and everything else. Let me keep going with this young lady right here.
Them at the top, us at the bottom, and nobody challenging them in the middle. So I want you to have that understanding. YT people never cared about y'all everything. Y'all were just there. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. Because people think they own black.
And that's exactly it. You thought they were your homeboys. You thought those were your boys right there because Chad, wants to hang out with you once in a while. Yeah, Chad wants your daughters. That's what Chad wants. And your daughters want Chad because, why you guys see white Jesus is shoved down their throats. So the white man gets an opportunity to have your women and you just freely give them to them. And that goes for all groups. You see all these groups, all these groups, they'll sit there and, if it's a black man, oh no, he got to be like a doctor, a PhD to date my daughter. He got to be, LeBron James. He got to be an NBA athlete, something like that. He's got to be an exceptional man to be able to date my vassal daughter. But white Chad, who's got nothing going for him, oh man, he got his pick of the litter around here. And he'll use her until it's time to get serious for the most part, and then he'll go find himself a Becky and settle down with her. So like I said, this is what's really going on. This is why you guys are going, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. See, this is why, this is what you're really thankful for. Because everything you guys talk about there are tangible things. When you guys go and you hold hands and you pray together, you're thanking Cesare Borgia for the tangible things that they give you, that the white man has given you. Because he's not giving you any spiritual things whatsoever. What spiritual thing has the Europeans given you? Please name one spiritual thing that your pastors and priests have given you. Enjoy your pregnant turkey. You see what I'm saying? That's all that they can give you is tangible things, money, things, status here in this fallen world. They cannot give you anything of substance from the spirit realm whatsoever. And you Gentiles who are here, hey man, show us what you're thankful for. We know you're here. Show us what you're thankful for. Show us what your priests have taught you. Show us what your pastors have taught you. Besides, pass the plate. I need my 10%. Besides that. And that's exactly it, making sure that we are not giving them our energy. Praying for, they're always trying to hide, their the way that they're trying to finagle their way in order to steal our energy. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to work anymore, and they know it. But you vassals, hey, this is your day to go and thank them. You're thanking the white man for allowing you to be brought up a little bit above these other nations. Well, sorry, Negroes. That's it. And when they all talk about we're winning, we're doing this, and the Hispanic group, the Asians, this, it's all back to money. I'm waiting for any Asian, East Indian, Native American to talk about the spiritual things that they've gotten from this world. I'm waiting for any of them to come and prove what we're saying over here wrong. So we'll see, what goes on here in this. We already see what's going on in the future. They are dropping like flies, left and right. They have absolutely nothing. So you're going to be thankful for the things that Esau gave you. That's all that you're thankful for. And they're going to give the BS when we bring up our information. Oh, God loves everybody, man. We've all been through the same things. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. And now, Most High's going to use these Europeans to show you that they never cared about you either. You never mattered. This was why they raised you up a little bit right now, right? Because only reason that they did that, they didn't do it because they loved you. Because they haven't taught you anything. They did it in order to spite us. Haven't we all done that before? Might be someone that we know. We know that this person likes this individual. We don't like that person over there. So we give benefits to the person that they like just to spite them. Haven't we all done something like that? You didn't really care about the person you were giving benefits to. You just wanted to piss off this other person. That's why you natives get blood quantum. That's why he gave you blood quantum and allowed you to be Native American and get some benefits. Not because he liked you Native Americans, but because he hated us that much. Latinos gave you countries, gave you Mexico, but he runs Mexico. That's why everything they shove in your face is pro-European. That's why they tell you stories like so-called black people were on a boat and the boat just tipped over, and that's how we got here. So Mexico is really yours. And as long as you treat these so-called Afro-Mexicans badly, you're good to go. All right, man, you guys can come on over. That's why he's bringing all these people over here. They open up the border and let them all over here. Why? Oh, we're going to give these immigrants $12,000. We're going to give them $13,000. We're going to give them housing. We're going to give them free education. We're going to give them a free down payment. Why are you giving these migrants all this stuff? Why? Oh, to piss you niggas off. That's all. So that they don't really care about the migrants, but they wanted to piss us off. So that we would then give our energy. Like, I can say, I don't care what you give them. Go ahead and give them whatever you want. You've been doing the same shit. Everything that you do for these vassals is to spite us. You vassals just haven't realized it. You thought their motivation was that they loved you. But the only motivation that they have is to spite us. And they don't do it like on their own. They do it because the Most High told them to. The Most High told them to do that, to spite us, because that was prophecy. That is biblical prophecy. And you wouldn't know it because you go to church. So you wouldn't know that the Most High was going to use a people to, make us jealous. How is Ish? If Ish is the people, when did the Most High use nations to make them jealous? Who's making Ish jealous right now? Absolutely no one. Everyone just drop, falling over and tripping themselves, hand over fist to give them money. Why? So people should be trying to put them at the bottom, and for hundreds of years, not for 2 or 3 years in the supposed, Second World War. This was something supposed to happen for hundreds of years. Why aren't they? Who's going together to make them jealous? No one. So again, you vassals, we've just been used to make us jealous, and it doesn't work anymore because we already know that everything that we see here is ours. And you have your opportunity to cleave to the Most High chosen people before this thing switches. But Pluto is here and you cannot hide anymore. Pluto is in Aquarius and you cannot hide anymore. So now you are being exposed, and they're getting a true understanding as to why you think you're better than us when all you've been is a pawn in the game. You've just been a pawn in the game. You guys are going to be in the middle either way. It doesn't matter. You're just getting your opportunity to now decide if the Most High is giving you that opportunity. So you can't hide any more vassals either. See, before the camps is Esau, 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 and everybody else. Esau, 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 and everybody else is cool. When in actuality, it's we're cool now, and everybody else is really suspect at this point. So I'm gonna let you guys go because I know Brother Levi was getting started. I don't want to be on when he's on, so you guys can go ahead and go over to his channel and enjoy the information he's bringing out. Much love, family. Shalom.